Monday. Mental Monday. This is Rusty Rotor. Hello to all you out there in YouTube modeling community. Take a second. Thank all you guys, all my new subscribers, old subscribers. Channel still is growing. It seems to do better over the weekends, but I know that's when everybody's off, so it gets more time to watch videos and feel the station out, see if they like it or not. And that's great. That's what weekends are for. This weekend, like I said, I was super busy. I didn't get no 3D printing stuff done. Sorry, guys. It will be coming, but I do have stuff ready. So again, if you guys are interested in it, drop me an email. My email address is always down in the descriptions. Every video, without fail, it's there. You guys can contact me. Let me know what you want. What I've showed you, or since I've started it. You can email me and ask me what all is available, and I'll be glad to tell you. And the options that are there for that. But the new files I've gotten, I haven't even touched. So it still may be another week or so before I get on this. I got quite a bit of other stuff to do and get done that, it's not a priority thing. Because when I get going on it, it takes control of all my time. It's a time suck. It is. And I like it, but in the same fact, it takes away from what I'm trying to do and get done. Which is bring you great stuff to see. Mail call. We'll get that out of the way real quick. I've been communicating with the gentleman. You guys know him. His name's Jimmy. Leadhead Customs. He's on YouTube. Does great work. Meticulous. And now I've got some of his stuff in my hands. And even though I know it's stuff he stalled out on and never finished and just couldn't muster up the energy to finish it. And it happens to all of us. That's kind of the mental part of today. We'll get to that in a minute. He sent me the three of the main components. I still have other main things I need to get, but 3 of them, I was able to do some trading with him and got them. We traded. He was looking for some new 3D printed stuff, so we did 3D parts for existing parts, and it was great. I traded him a bunch of stuff for a COE cab over ramp truck, a fuel truck, the kind that brings gas to the gas station, and a tow truck, and then a couple boxes of a bunch of spare parts, chassis, all that components, tires, wheels. We're not even going to get into that because it's just so much to show, but you guys all know what it is. It's mainly for Pro Stock, Pro Street, Pro Mod, and then a complete kit. I'm not going to dig the complete kit out because it's buried, but we're going to go over here and I'm going to show you all this stuff real quick because I can't thank Jimmy enough. You guys can see I did some work on the tow truck already. I cracked the windshield. I got to do some more cracking on it because that's the way I want it to look. So there's some other key parts I got to get put on there. I'm not messing with the paint job because I like it. I am going to cover over where he's hand painted some. And this gentleman's got a steady hand to paint that little of writing on there, and that good. Because that's hand painted, guys. And it's not a decal. Same way back here on the bed. This is the Midnight Cowboy, I think it's called. And we'll lift this up carefully. Yep, Midnight Cowboy tow truck, and he used a 55 Chevy cab instead, and I like that. I like that a lot. It's 4-wheel drive. This sucker will go anywhere, get to whatever it needs. All the little accessories are back here. There's a toolbox. There's a jack. The little hook for the tow truck. I need to replace these wires with a more realistic looking wire. But I mean, I thought, well, I'll get it and see what it looks like, and then I've fallen in love with it the way it looks. This diorama is going to be a combination of old and new, and this fits the old part perfect. I do need to add some bells and whistles to it, lights and stuff like that. The ramp truck, like I said, I'm not going to try to dig this all out. There's the I got the engine back in it. This actually fell apart the way they shipped it. It's not Jimmy's fault. It's the post office's fault for throwing this crap around. But it was an easy fix. And I learned how, you know, when you get, like, say, if you bought a model of mine that I already built and it got broken, it gives you the advantage to look at to see the process I went through to build it, how I put stuff in there, how it was. You know, all those little glue spots are great indicators for you. That's exactly where it goes. And, you know, how I manipulated if I had to get it to go in there. So I like that. Even though I'm mad at the post office for the way they handled this, I'm still appreciative because I can see how Jimmy took the time and, you know, and scratch built some stuff on this and modified this and modified that to make this, you know, a good looking ramp truck. And it is. The cab I have in pieces right now. I did go ahead and do some chrome trim just to see what it looked like before, because it's getting repainted. This is going to be the new part of it. You know, this is part of the guy's investment. So, you know, it's all complete. It's all here. And that's all that matters. And then you guys can see, I mean, that's one box of just nothing but tires and wheels, extra bodies, extra suspensions, you know, interior tubs, back halves, and stuff like that. There is a complete kit down in there. I'm not going to dig all that out, guys, but this whole big box of stuff he sent me, and a bunch of extra stuff that wasn't even, you know, part of the deal. So, but I sent him a, you know, before we did the trade of some stuff, and it's only because the man builds real similar to the way I do. And you know, he had a couple ups and downs on the YouTube thing, and I think that was a personal issue, and you know, I don't pry. I don't care. It's his business. But I'm glad he stayed with it. He didn't stay gone. He came back because I really admire the man's work. I'm hoping to do some more trading with him. And maybe one day get a couple of his actual builds, because I like that too. I don't just show everything that I've built. I've built models before because it appeals to me. I like it. It's no different than going to buy a Hot Wheel or, you know, a die-cast car. It's, you know, those are done when you get them. And those are something that I don't touch. I don't redo. I display them. I like that. I have a couple in my case that I've bought that are already built because it caught my eye. You know, it's something that intrigued me, and I like it the way it is. I guess that's the best way to say it. So, you know, thank you, Jimmy. If you guys aren't subbed to his channel, get over there, check his stuff out. He builds some very, very neat models. And he's got a neat process. He does really good with his YouTube channel. And you guys need to show him some love. And, you know, here's the future trading, Jimmy. I look forward to it, buddy. Don't ever think, you know, that I'm not. I am highly interested in everything you got, including, you know, watching your show or your channel. So again, thank you. I didn't get any shop cards in this week. I do have shop cards still, guys. So if you know somebody that, so I don't know how to get a hold of Rusty, I'd like to just let them know. You know, my email is always down in the descriptions, every video. Give them my email, and they can contact me, and I'll get them out. I had a lot of people contact me via email from past videos over the weekend and the end of the week. I love that, guys. That's great. Keep it up. I like hearing from you. I like hearing your backstories, and you know, so on and so forth. And a couple gentlemen I've talked to that aren't able to do a lot right now, but they probably will be down in the future. I got you guys. Don't worry about it. 3D parts, like I said, I didn't get nothing done over the weekend. I do have all the stuff still available. There's still stuff available. We're getting close on a couple things to being the run being done, but certain circumstances call for certain measures. That's why I said I may go, you know, 8 on some of the things instead of just a 6. And you know, I get it, guys. You know, I'm broke. I'm balling on a budget here. So I don't want to do more than 8. Certain circumstances where I've already said I would, I will. But other than that, we're going to cap it at 8 because it just takes too much time. And maybe a week from now or 2 weeks from now, I got a little extra time. I don't mind printing off another set, and we'll figure that out as we go. But 6 to 8 on each run. There's still a lot of stuff available. Just email. Let me know what you're interested in. If you don't know what I have, send me an email. I'll send it right back with everything that's available, the prices, and those prices will reflect shipping. I found a different method to ship, so I can ship out a little cheaper. And look, I stand behind what I ship you. If you get something of mine and it's broken, because it's 3D printed, it's not like I'm selling you a model kit. If it's broken, contact me back. Let me know immediately. I'll send you out the replacement part. No problem. No cost to you. As like I said, it falls back just like this package I got from Jimmy. It's not Jimmy's fault that this stuff got broken. He doesn't need to send me anything to replace anything, because it was broken in a manner that could be put back together with no problems. A 3D printed part's a little different story. They're custom made parts. They're not out there available that you can just run and grab another one. I'll send you another part. I've printed extra stuff that way if that happens. So you're covered and I'm covered. Moving on. Mental Monday. That's how I said it real fast. I'm going to get a drink, guys. I'm diabetic as well, so I drink that zero sugar crap. It's actually not bad. My Mental Monday today is, and I'm just kind of touching base on this because a couple of the gentlemen already have. Lucas C. and Brian BG had a little live type thing where they discussed it, and it drew me in because I'm the same way. And this might explain some of my madness. I don't know if I'm OCD or ADD or ADHD, whatever. I'm some kind of freaking messed up. But I can go to a hobby store. I can go to a model show. It doesn't matter. Just imagine going out someplace where there's model crap. And I'll see one little thing. I don't care what it is. It could be the steering wheel. It could be the mufflers. It doesn't matter. It's at one part, and bam, my mind goes down a rabbit hole at 900 miles an hour. And at that 900 miles an hour, I've got everything flashing through my head. How I want the interior color. That would look cool if it gets seat belts, if it gets this, if it gets that. And I can have the freaking thing built in my head before I've even purchased one little single thing for it. That's why all this up here. It's, I eventually catch up to myself and get, and I know, excuse me, I know the plan for it in the back of my head. So that's why I say I don't really want to part with anything I got right now, because I'm not loaded up on 2 or 3 of each kit to do this and do. I just don't do that. I would like to, but I just can't afford to. So, I mean, and there is a couple things, but like, here's a good example. I have 2 Chevy, 72 Chevy Ramp trucks, and a 72 Chevy kit itself, the Coca-Cola kit. Even though I have 3 of those, I'm not willing to part with any of them, because none of them are getting built as the ramp truck. All 3 of them are getting built as slammed to the ground, C10 trucks. Customizing them. So that they're all 3, they're already locked into a build. The ramp trucks, the ramp parts are getting put on other chassis and being used via older truck bodies I have for other things. So it's like, I just can't do it, But I do trade stuff, guys. I do have extra parts, tires and wheels, 3D printed stuff. I'm willing to trade any of that for, a complete kit or other parts that I need. Key components I'll need for either diorama. I'm looking for, here's an example. I'm looking for a light pole somewhat to scale of 1/24th, 1/25th, which would be probably equivalent to the big trains. I don't know what scale that is, to be honest. If it's G scale or what, the biggest one, not the ones you sit on and ride, but the the ones you can run indoor or outdoor. If you know, drop it down there in the comments. I'm looking for like a street traffic light. They're yellow, red, and green with the arm out with like the name of the street on it. I've seen them on people's setups that they have, so I know that stuff exists. I'm looking for one of those. I'm looking for can't think of it. Oh, I'm looking for a 50. Before I say it, let me look, because I don't think I've gotten it. No, I don't. I'm looking for a 55 through a 57 Ford Thunderbird convertible. I don't want the 60s, but the 55 through the 57 Ford Thunderbird convertible. That's for the gas station diorama. I have several 44s. One of them will be for the diorama. There's another one. Mine went blank. Well, when I think about it, I'll let you know in another video. But there's several other key components. I am looking for figures, 1/24th, 1/25th scale, certain ones, like customers, like that would be pumping gas or whatever. I'm looking for like a gas station attendant that would pump your gas. That type, more mechanics, and just figures in general. 3D printed is fine, resin casted, as long as they're clean, highly detailed, and of scale. And then there's some other things, but a lot of that's going to be scratch built. So, I'm curious. It just shows you a rabbit hole here. I've gone down a whole nother one. My thing is I'll see a key component, and then I come up with a complete build, or it'll draw me to a picture I've already seen, or a video of a hot rod driving down the street that I've seen, and I'm like, oh, that's what that car had. Mostly it's the tires and wheels that get me. And that's how I come up with this. So once I get home, I start writing everything down, and then I start doing my research and get my reference pictures, and then I obtain the kit, and then I start buying all the parts I need. Same way with like the 69 GTX. It's a picture I found years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, and I started building it 2 years ago, and I get 90% done on it, and then I don't finish it. And I don't know if it's because I don't want to finish it, that I enjoyed it so much, or what it is, but I'm not. I think it's something along the ways that it kind of bums you out, or it discourages you from completing the project. So I know with the GTX, it was all the fiddly lines running to the transmission, getting the Hellcat to fit in there, and that's kind of where I'm at with it. Everything else is done on the car. The wife's choice. Everything's done but the little piddly stuff on the engine. 90+% done. The 66 C10. It's just the paint work and interior, and then installing the engine. Those are simple things to me, because I can do them just in a couple hours, because that's not the focus point on the truck anyways. It's the paint job. But when the flames didn't work, it bummed me out. It shied me away from the build. So I'm just curious if anybody else goes through that when you're building things. If it's just one thing, if it's a multitude of things, you get excited about another build, whatever it is. That's just kind of how my mind works. I do everything in my power to get it done, and then it's something else. I get excited about something else, and I start building it, and I may get that one done. Like I did that with a GTO. That's one that started during the GTX process. The GTO just went together so smooth and easy. I finished it. I was done. It was like nice. I sat there and was like, holy crap, this thing's completely done. There's nothing else I got to do to it at all. Put it in the display case. The GTX, got to that, and I didn't think I was going to have to modify at all in the beginning. Then I had to modify. Next thing I know, more and more before there's no resemblance of a front suspension left to fit this engine down in there. And it should fit in there underneath the hood with no issues. But it's probably something I didn't pay attention to. But, I'm just curious, guys. That's my mental thing of it. If you guys feel the same way, drop it down there. Drop me an email. Let me know. Because I don't want to feel like, I'm one of three, or I know there's hundreds of them. But if you guys ever run into a situation, or if it's in every project situation, again, go out, check out Jimmy at Leadhead Customs. His builds are real similar to mine. His methods are real similar to mine. I think that's why I kind of click with him so much, is that he's got, it's kind of like he's got everything I want and need, and I've got everything he wants and needs. It's a mutual thing. It works really well. And I've got several other friends that are the same way. And I do consider this gentleman a friend. And we will be doing future trades. So, and go check out, if you're not familiar with Lucas C. or Brian at BG's, they've got YouTube channels. Lucas C. is huge on YouTube. So, Brian's pretty big too. And they're in the same model club, and they are good friends in real life. So, same as kind of like me and Will. Me and Big Will, we're friends in real life. I've not got to meet Lee Barrett, but he's been a good friend for the past 4 years. We talk on the phone, text, YouTube, or not so much YouTube, but on Instagram. He's a good friend. And prayers go out to him. He's having surgery today. It's just another step closer to him being able to walk again, which is great. So you guys say a little prayer for him. That's Zen Modeling. He is on YouTube. He just doesn't post a lot on YouTube. His platform's still mainly Instagram. Trying to get him to just come over completely to YouTube. He's just comfortable there, and that's good for him. It works. Don't mess with it. So yeah, prayers. Let's see what else. Shop cards. Like I said, I do have shop cards. If you want to trade shop card for sticker for whatever, or shop card for shop card, just drop me an email. Let me know you want one. Leave me your mailing information. I'll send you back mine, and then I'll get it out in the mail the next day. 3D parts. If you want to know what I got, just send me an email. I'll let you know what they are, prices. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Drop me a sub. Doesn't cost you nothing. The channel's growing. There's big things coming, guys. It's just all going to take time. It's just not going to happen overnight. And we got to get through one step at a time. Baby steps. This is a journey. Every time we do something, it's going to be a journey from A to Z. So I don't want to just be a person that just shows you stuff and that's it. Because as much as you do, I do too. Look forward to getting this stuff and unwrapping it and building it, and you guys getting to see it, and I get to see it, and it's one of those things. And the same way with products, tools, don't matter what it is. And all my brothers and sisters up in Canada, friends. I know, guys, it sucks, the cost of shipping. It really does. It's no different for you guys than it is for us to send you stuff. It's affecting us financially too. Same way across the pond. And, over in Europe, it sucks. And I wish it didn't, because I know I got a lot of guys that are from Canada that are interested in stuff, but they just can't afford the shipping. And I totally get that. Hopefully that changes before we all kick it to where we can open the trading lines back up between the two countries, or several countries. I got a gentleman that lives way out in Australia. Would love to get some stuff, but my God, the shipping would be astronomical. So hopefully one day it's not so bad that I can get that gentleman some stuff, and we can do some trading or something. But you guys have been great to me so far, and I can't appreciate it any more than I do. I'm almost to the point where I can't even talk about it, because it's overwhelming, and I deeply appreciate it. And I'm glad you take the time out to watch these videos, and I hope my hope and expectations are that you get something from it, it's something that's usable, informative, and you know, it helps you. And if you didn't get enough out of that video, contact me. I'll be glad to describe it in an email back to you and touch base a little bit more on it and get more in depth on it or whatever. And I've had a lot that do that, so that's great. The line of communication is always open, and projected friendships are always open. I'm not a big phone talker. I don't like getting on the phone. An email or text, it's just me. I mean, I have some messed up things about it. I've never been a big guy to sit on the phone and talk to people for very long. It gets annoying to me. It has nothing to do with you or anybody else or any members of my family. It's just one thing I've never. You know, I'm glad texting came out because it's a way to communicate without having to verbally talk. I like to talk about certain things like models and everything else, but when it gets to other stuff, I fizzle out after a few minutes. It's like, okay, it's gone on too long. Texting, I don't mind because I can stop, pause, come back, text more, or an email. I can write a paragraph and then wait for a response and another paragraph. And move on with my day. So don't take nothing personal on that aspect of it. Not that I won't ever mind talking to you. It's just I'm not a big phone talker, so don't expect me to be on the phone very long. You'll get more out of me via email or a text than you will verbally on the phone. But I think that's about it, guys. Going to do some more work on the ramp truck. I'll show you where I'm at real quick with that, and then we're going to get out of here. It's all together and assembled. It still needs to be final sanded. I got all my compartments in, shelving where I wanted it. All the hinges are in. Everything functions, even down to the littlest compartment. I still got to finish up on the doors themselves, putting the tubes on to slide over the hinges. I still got to cut the hinges back a little bit. The only thing I don't like, I did this style of hinge only because it's a flat open door versus like a car door. It don't have to come out and around something, but I probably should have, because now when I go to close the door, I got to slide the door back in place and then close it, which no big deal, but still looks like good. You know, it's kind of good. I'll get up here close so you guys can see. You know, I got the shelves in. They're pretty level. I'm too small to put a little level on there and see, but to the naked eye, they're perfectly level. You know, I got to do all the priming. I just got to finish sanding, then prime. The cab is ready for, I got a few little sanding areas on the cab to do, but pretty much everything's ready to go in primer, and that's where I wanted it to be on it. That way, while it's curing out the primer, before I start wet sanding it, I can get the engine built and get the engine installed, and then we can move on from wet sand to paint. And then the NASCAR, I've not started on yet. One day this week, I will be starting on it. And, you know, I'll keep you updated on that. I do have some physical therapy starting next week. I do have a family vacation coming up, so there's going to be some downtime where we're not going to have any videos coming out, but don't go anywhere. I like you guys. I want to stick around. You know, and I may do a pop-up video while I'm on vacation or something. I don't know. Not big on bringing my personal life into model world, but we'll see. Maybe if I run across a model kit, I'll shop around. I am doing some antiquing next weekend, or this weekend I should say, Sunday, so that'll maybe give us something good for next Monday if I find something. And I got some family time in between there too. Saturday I'll pretty much be in the shop all day. Wife's got other plans. I have a club meeting. I'll be getting the hood back and the decals for the Charger, so we'll go over that Monday. Show you the color of paint, tires and wheels, the kit, and all that, and show you, give you a little heads up on how that build's going to be. I'll even get the inspiration pictures put up here somehow. And Charger's almost done. Tomorrow, you guys, you'll see the video on that, the update on that. And then we'll be starting that Impala, and then we'll finish Wife's Choice and the GTX Pro Touring build. McGill is, you know, busy with other things. He hasn't, no updates yet. Like I said, we did determine the name and a couple of little things, but that's still to come. So you guys hang in there for updates on that. Hit those bell notifications so you know when my videos come up. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave your comments down there. Leave them via email. If you're interested in any 3D parts, a shop card, you know what to do, guys. This is Rusty Rotor. I'm out. I'll see you tomorrow.